South of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Look at this Arizona defense. Now, they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Walter Nolan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Not a productive opening drive, 3 and out, and more struggles for a team really that hasn't won a game in a long time.
It can be really discouraging for everyone else on the team, especially the guys on the other side of the ball that have to trot out there and see a little more futility in this losing streak. So I know coaches who look at these situations and say to themselves, let's be aggressive. Let's go for it right here and try and turn our fortune around.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Murray going to throw. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Cardinal first down.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down, Arizona.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
From the gun, here's Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw, it's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. The Niners at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking middle, and that's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A short one here, caught by McBride. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And this is...
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Yeah, nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Right back to Brown. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Now Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Get set, up.
Play action, now Purdy. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40-yard line.
Murray now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, 32-yard line.
Murray now. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd down and 6 now.
At the 49ers, 28-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And this is 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, 22 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Get set, get set. 18, yellow. Up.
Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
It's 4th down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. On the return is Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL EA Sports. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. To throw is Murray. He's going to air one out. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now a second and 10. Murray looking to change the play here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is fielded at the 27. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Get set, get set.
Purdy going to give it to Galindo. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. This will be caught by Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Third and 4.
Outside.
Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle is made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
49er, first down. First and 10 at the 24.
Purdy from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A solid stiff arm. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard run.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. So pass interference to call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
From the gun, Murray. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 4. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Martin, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he's up to the 24.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. Purdy. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Jalen Thompson. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 9.
Outside.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Purdy looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
18, watch out. Stop.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown to the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
To throw, it's Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now Purdy. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Get set.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he stopped immediately there.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now we'll give right side Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Here's Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 18. That's good.
Shotgun now from Murray.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it. and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now 2nd and 4. Murray to throw. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Open man here is Benson.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Back to throw. Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Come back.
Now Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up.
Biggest. Hey. 2-2.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
Omaha.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down.